Okay, back in garage, new day, and yeah, really happy with how the switches light up yesterday. It's a big win and a long time coming. I've been spending too much time on figuring out stuff, so now I just need to get things rolling. So today I'm just gonna start with hooking up the signal cables to the switch. Making that ready so I can pack it away because I need to drive this car later. And then I will just start pulling cables where they should be. Need to drill holes in the bar itself, make the main driving lights fit, and yeah, I'm just gonna make everything ready basically. Still waiting on some relays because I have one relay, but I need more because I need relays with a diode in them, which I have discussed earlier. But they are ordered, and I guess I will get them next week. So yeah, just gonna jump into it. Start with hooking up the cables for the switch, and then take the bar down, pull the wires, and then drill out the holes. Okay, so the issue is this bolt doesn't go through there. So this is the mounting bracket for the light bar, and it's going to sit here. So there's going to be two of those, and I need to drill the holes here. So I'm going to see if I have a drill that's big enough. For the corner lights, I don't need to because it's big enough. But yeah. So this step down drill bit, and I'm not sure how many times I use it, but it's been really great. Just cleaning it, adding some brunox, and then I think a little bit of paint just so it won't rust. While we wait for the paint to dry, I think I will just start connecting the signal wire, as I said, and just grabbing my notebook so that I can remember. I'm going to write up which color is connected to what, and then make a diagram that I can have on my phone or something, so for later. So here we have the colors. It's going to save the yellow one for power, since the other ones are power from yellow. And I guess black is going to be ground if you need it. So we can use the other ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So I'm just gonna do this, and then we can come back and show you afterwards. It's gonna be really boring just watching me do all of this one by one. So here's the wiring. So we have the illumination feed, power feed for the switches. So decided to just hook up all the buttons to when the lights are on. So maybe later I will change that. We will see. But basically we have, and then we have earth. We have number 6, which is driving lights, which is going to the original driving lights system. And what did we do here? So we have number 5, which is also going to be, I think it's going to be the driving lights or the corner lights. We will see how we do that. But and every other signal for the buttons are now hooked up. I also have 2 free ones which I just made ready, so I'm just going to tuck them away. Yeah, so what I'm missing here now is, the only thing I'm missing is that one pin that I need to have on this, which will plug into the general electric module to signal the car that I want the high beams on or the driving lights on. Still missing that, waiting to get access to the Discovery, which are in the scrapyard. So I just need that pin. If you know which pins are used in general on the car, I would like to know that, so put that in a comment. But for now, everything is ready here. I just need to tuck it away, and I think it's going to be nicely tucked away here as well. And just to show you, we have the, as you saw, the what's it called, earth. Then you have this plug, which I'm missing the pin, which goes into this connector up here. Let's see, the green one, that green one. So number 13, I believe, is empty, and that is what this one needs to be plugged into, so we can send the signal saying put on the driving auxiliary driving lights. Okay, so grab the secondary battery. See. Woohoo! Ooh. So this is what I've been using as a starter battery on the Cyrix. So it should be something like that. Should maybe be other way around. Thinking. Positivity. Let's see. Because I need a positive wire. Let's see. Do like this, I think. Oh. And this was my salvage yard find. Let's see. That will work. Don't have to buy a new one. Okay. Not sure. Let's see. Battery positive. Earth. We have a good earthing point here, which we can use. Secondary battery. So this is Victron Energy Cyrix-CT. So 230 amp battery combiner. So inside this, there's a circuit board that can sense the voltage on both sides. So a bit smarter than just a regular mechanical one. So I'm trying to figure out how to put it, and from what I can tell, this will be the quickest and best solution for now. So also need a inline fuse here, 225 amps. So okay, so I'm not sure. Not great, but I need a fuse there, and the holder is just going to be away, and then it's going to be a longer lead. So, but I think this could work. So as short as possible with the fuse in line. So it's safe to put this to on the side where the smallest battery is. So this is where it is. So yeah, this is what I can make up for now. And then I need to come back later. As usual, daily life kicks in, and dinner, then practice for the kids, and then yeah, we'll see if I can get back into the garage later. But basically, I could hook this up now and just add a earth cable here to a proper earth here, and we would have a dual battery setup basically for the front. Okay, so back in the garage, and last time we looked into having the battery placement. So warm. So of the secondary battery. Also looked into having the power cable going over, which is pretty much done. And now I need to create a cable for the earth, and also made it ready so that we can pull the wires going up to the roof, to the lights. Ow, finger. You just have to bear with me because I went on a trip with my friends snowboarding this weekend, and yeah, bruised my rib and also in the back. So yeah, just gonna work slowly, but I think just start with the easiest part, and that is to do the earth wire. Since it's a left-handed drive, my main battery is on the right and the secondary is on the left. It's different in the UK when you have the main battery on this side. The good thing is that the earth connection points are basically on the same place on both sides. I'm going to use which will be the original one for the right-hand drive, which is just below here. And it's the same spot as on mine on the right-hand side. So easy access, just need to make a cable in the correct length as we did, and we will have our main earth to this side. Down below here you can see the red, that's the earthing point. There's also an earthing point right here, but I'm going to keep it in the box, so using that one. On the earth side of the battery, the bolt on the connector is just too long, so it gets up into the cover. So I'm just going to shorten that a bit. I think this is going to be more than enough for what we need. Just gonna quickly disconnect before something bad happens. Ooh. Put this connection upside down on purpose. Let's see. A little bit of rust on the bolt and the connection here, and there's a earth coming from the inside or another harness. So just cleaning the bolt, the connection point there, getting the burst off, and then I'm going to put my earthing cable, this is the big one, closest to the bolt itself or the connection there. I think that's going to be good enough. So my one new earthing cable, let's see. Going on there. Then we take the other earth wire as was there before. And then put on the nut. If I can do it, it's really bad spot. So it's on, and see, I think it's okay length. like so. So I don't want it to be next to the brake lines rubbing, so I think this is going to be it. Good. So we have earth and we have positive there, so basically this will be working now if we hooked it up. But just going to leave it for now. Next up is going to be pulling the cables for the lights, and I need to figure out where I should have the relays and fuses. Not really sure. So I think 2 of the lights will go up one side and the other 2 will go up the other side. So I'm thinking I'm just gonna cut this open so I can so I can pull one in one wire. I'm not gonna use the whole thing. I went to have a memory card, so but before I went in to fix that, I pulled the wires up just to check that they went through, and also I made a little what to call it, nudge here in the plastic so they can go through. I did this on both sides. So wires for one set of lights going up this is going to be the corner lights, and main high beams are going to be on that side. So you can see the high beams wire coming down on this side, going up, and obviously same thing here, just nudge it out. So now basically I can put the bar on, or I could put the lights on the bar and then I could put the bar on top, and we will do that next. But I need to find some new clips because I broke off some of the clips and I think I have some laying around, so let's do that first. So every time I pull them off it kind of breaks off, so the next time I put this on is going to be the last time. So I think I will just lay it in place for now, mount the lights, then double check the length of the wires, and then put them on properly. Definitely need to order more clips. Okay, so to the fun part, mounting the lights. So I'm just gonna try. I haven't done this before. I guess the corner lights is gonna be the easy ones. You know, Allen key. Then you have 1 set of bolts for that. Allen key, and then 1 bolt. Then we have the kit for the Piaa lights. Just gonna sit like that, I believe. So the Piaa lights seems to be a like proper kit. It's everything seems to be made good, thought through. Just gonna leave them loose so we can get the lights on first, and then we can tighten these afterwards. So you slide the nut and the holder for the nut inside the light itself. I think we need to make this offset a bit. You maybe need to do this multiple times, but just checking. So I think this is going to be the best, putting them one in. I wonder if The light is going to be a bit off to the side, but because of the angle, I think we just have to test and then see how it turns out. But basically, since how the bar is made, and then I'm using 2 bolt holes here, and the mounting for this is like basically where the bolt hole is. It's gonna be, they're gonna be slightly out. How much that will be a problem, I'm not sure. We just have to test and then see. I would need to expand one of the holes to make it able to slide properly. Yeah. So I have to take the light off the bracket to get it mounted. But the bracket has this what's it called, track in there, so it holds the bolt when you're trying to turn it, so you can just mount the light now because you don't need access. So then we can have a look at how it looks. Let's see. So I wanted the lights to be like almost the same size. So it looks pretty good, natural. So I like the fact that this is a bit further back, because I don't want the spread to come down on the bonnet. I was actually hoping for these to be even further down when they were mounted, because I wanted the light to sit further down so I don't get the glare off the bonnet. Definitely like the look, like the square, but the angles here are way off on the driving lights, which I don't like. Which means we have to go back and drill more holes, or expand the hole basically. So this light needs to be twisted more against the center. So the center line is basically here. Yeah, because there's no movement, so I just have to take them off and drill and do it. But I think that's going to be a job for tomorrow. It's getting late, need to eat, go to bed, work tomorrow, and then back into the garage. Okay, so we got that done. I need to paint this, so yeah, that's why I wanted to just to finish this up. So I'm just gonna clean this, paint it, and then we will come back tomorrow when it's dried up, and then we can actually finish mounting the lights, which is gonna be good. I cannot leave anything like half-assed. I want the angle to be correct on the lights, and I think now we have the opportunity to also adjust them how I would like them to be. So good, well done. Not too many hours in the garage today, but we got a lot of things done, so very pleased. I think tomorrow I know the lights will be on the car tomorrow. If they will be hooked up, I'm not sure. We will see. Okay, so back in the garage, and the bar is painted. not great, but it's black and it whoops, and it hides the modifications that we have done. So in that sense, we have done a good job. Just gonna start mounting the lights. Let's do the 1, 2 in the center, hoping that the bolts will fit. But yeah, I'm just gonna align it to a point where I'm pretty happy. And then we will do this on the car when we have the lights on. While guessing, basically. Okay, so I will try and do this by myself. Not sure how well it will go, but we will try. A bit heavy. Okay. So I wanted to mount this loosely because I want to make sure the wires are where they should be. So I need to see how I'm gonna pull the wires, but basically you have all these spots here which you can hook or where you can mount the wires. So this needs to go all the way over to the center one. We will see. I'm not really sure this is the best way to do it because there's going to be a lot of wind noise from the wires. But yeah, maybe should have had one of these wires on the other side. Okay, so I decided to pull out the cable from that side. I cannot have the cables going through and across the center. It just, in my head, it doesn't work. So yeah, we'll move the wire so that the right side goes down the right, left side goes down the left. And then I just have to do what I need to do under the bonnet. So the reason why I wanted to do the headlights, the main driving lights on this side is because, or pull the wires down on this side is because my main battery is here. And also when I get hooked up the original switching, the outlet for that is also on this side. That's why I wanted those main driving lights cables to come to this side. And then I could use the space on the other side for the corner lights. But I think I just have to pull the wires down on each of the sides, and then I will have to fix it down in here afterwards because I don't want cables hanging over the center, yeah, making noise basically. So let's see. Luckily it was easy enough to pull the wires here. Let's see if I can. That probably should have like a service loop here of some kind. It's going to be like this. Okay, good. Much better. Let's see if we can thread the other side as well. So kind of okay room here to get this underneath. It's going to be a bit tricky on top here because of the bar. Okay, so this is what I mean. So the driving lights from the left should go over to the right side, and we probably could manage with that. And the corner light on the right side should go over to the left side, and I think we are okay on that side as well. So yeah, because the relay for the corner lights is going to be on that side. The relay for the driving lights is going to be on this side. Just close this a little bit. We can see how it looks. So no wires going across, just wires going down each side. So yeah, happy with that. Now I think we can mount everything, the panels, and also make sure the bar itself is mounted properly. So with the wires in place here, it should be. Placing the wires like where I think is going to be a good area. So yeah, we could just have to drive and see how it turns out. If it makes noise, probably going to be more noise, but trying to minimize it as much as possible, like so. I can show you afterwards a bit of how I've done it. Fresh new latch. Something like that is better. We will have to test the lights and the angles and then see how the spread is. I'm thinking these are going to spread a lot, but these are basically for finding camps and not while driving. But pretty cool. Lights are officially on the car, and I'm pretty happy with that. I need to reconnect the battery because I need to pick up my youngest. Let's see. I think everything should be fine. That was a large spark. I wonder how they will look when we get outside, but I'm thinking they will look a bit small, but yeah, that's fine. The most important thing is that how they work, I think, and then yeah, looks come second, but yeah, pretty happy, pretty happy. Okay, back in the garage. I haven't gotten everything that I need. I'm still missing the pin. I have gotten the relays that I need to hook up so I can have the lights working. So that's why I'm out there today. Just made a little thing for Patreon. So if you are not on Patreon, you can check that out later. Before this video came out, I made a Patreon just telling a little update on what's going on. And yeah, so if you want more info, go on Patreon. But I need to hook this up because that was the goal in the winter vacation, because we are driving up for our Easter vacation and we are starting 6 o'clock in the morning tomorrow. So I have 2 or 3 hours today to try and hook this up just so that it works. And because my brother is celebrating his birthday today and I don't want to miss that, so just a couple hours, 3 hours maybe, I have to just make the lights work for this trip, and then I would need to come back and redo it and also hook into the original lines when I got the pin. So yeah, let's just get into it, and yeah, it's not going to be pretty, it's just going to be hook it up and hopefully it works. I need to make a new cable because this is just a bit too long, making it difficult to just handle it. So I want to use this pre-made one because the connections are a bit stronger. I think I need to get a plier that, or crimp that is the same type, but I think they are very, very expensive. I looked at it before and I just remember it's so expensive. But they definitely make a better crimp, so looks to be more solid. But we will work with what we have for now. Let's see. This cable is much more softer, so easier to bend. So around there. So I just would like to see like a more universal look on the crimp. With the heat shrink, it's gonna be good. Okay, just gonna do the next one, then we can connect it. So I'm gonna twist it a bit, flip it 90 degrees, so we can hook up better. Okay, let's do that way. Not bad for 10 minutes, I think. Okay, hook up. So this will be the main power feed from the main battery over to the battery connector, which goes onto the battery joiner, which goes onto the secondary battery. This looks much better. Okay, good. Need to make a hole here on this side. The battery combiner, let's see. So basically the best way to place it is here on this side, so this will have to do for now. So we need to have a negative wire going over here as well. Just a signal wire to the black signal wire on the battery combiner. So what we can do is just remove the black one, connect this, and this will go to the negative pole on the starter battery. It's part of the sensing, I'm guessing. So it can sense, because this has a board inside, so it's a bit smaller, so it's going to sense the voltage on both sides, and then by that start combining, so this gets charged. Okay, but connecting these, and this will be then connected to a switch if needed to be need to combine the batteries to get it started. Oh, sorry, Land Rover. Just making sure it's the same size wire. Let's see. Okay, so to connect the Cyrix, you have to disconnect both negatives, then connect the positives together via the Cyrix. So you can see both connected there. Then you need to connect the minus signal wire to the minus side on the battery, but you can see I put it on the wire itself. So I'm just going to put that on at the same time, and then connect the minus on this side. Hopefully it's gonna be okay. And yeah, next up, wires for the lights. I will leave this for now and just think about it, because as I said earlier, I want to have the main driving lights going off the main side of the battery. But I guess for this trip it doesn't matter. It's just that the car will be charging more, the both batteries more, basically. Okay, so back in the garage. Been to my brother's birthday. So much fun, and yeah, it's been a long time since we met up, all the whole family. So yeah, it was good to meet up and get some food, desserts, coffee. Now, ready to get this done. So when I got home, I just lined everything up, fixed the input on the relay holders, got the relays which I ordered. So as I mentioned before, I need relays with a diode because the switch has a circuit board inside of it. So these are all lined up. I changed the input, as I said, or the wires, so black will be earth for the signal switch, and yeah, because it was the other way around. Battery cable is in, as you saw, and then now I just need to, I'm just gonna get all the wires for the lights here, and then align it, and then just hook everything up, test it. Yeah, and it's gonna be a mess underneath here, but I don't care. I just want to have the lights working when we set off tomorrow morning. And it's watch, come on. So as you can see, it's almost 9:30 in the evening. So yeah, we have to get up 5 in the morning. So not a lot of time, but yeah, I'm gonna get it done because I want to have driving lights when we start tomorrow morning. Relay connections, so feed is ready. I'm just gonna hook that up to a wire with a fuse. Let's see. So this is 30 amp. Doesn't really matter. So I need to connect that. Let's see. Connection here. I think it's gonna use the same type. So I wish I had all of these in the correct colors. Where is my pliers? So that's the positive. So that's okay. Now we need a earth cable for the signal. Then we have the positive signal from the switch, and then we have positive out to the lights. Okay, I need to make these. Basically, if I put this on now, we should have lights on the top, but I'm not going to do that without a fuse, I think. Yeah, I want to try. Let's try. Piaa is, let's see. What's positive? What's negative? Has to be. Lights. Okay, good. They are working. Let's hook this up. Stop playing around. Okay, positive. Then let's see which is which. This is 30 amps. This is not 30 amps. Let's do this one on that one. basically got wires on everything. Only thing missing is the signal wires, and I haven't connected everything, but I'm just gonna show you. So this is a 7-line wire going from the inside of the cabin and through the bulkhead and out here. I found out it was good solution to pull one wire through to have multiple signal wires basically. Okay, so I'm going to use 1 and 2 for now, since I'm using this. For later it's going to be different, but for now gray and brown is the signal wires that I need. Gray and brown. Okay, so we want gray and brown. That's gray and brown. And the others I'm just going to bend back over, and then we're going to tape them. I need my tape. Where are you? So I just want to get these lights working for the trip we're doing now up north. It's kind of late in the dark season to be worried about lights, but I set myself a goal, and it's kind of a mental challenge to get this finished in time for when I have said I should have it done. So, and I'm sometimes of a perfectionist, so it takes so much time. That's why I'm forcing me to do it like this, even though it looks really, really bad. Oh, come on. And one thing is, like, I don't even know if these lights are going to work good or not, so why spend so much time if they are not going to work? So I'll have to do some heat shrinking afterwards on all of these. That's the corner lights. This is the main beams, and one should be main beams. And that's gray, so gray. So brown will be corner lights this time around. I'm definitely not proud of this, but it will work. So all the earthing wires, I'll connect this soon. Need to connect the positive here. So there are fuses on all of this, so if something should go if something goes wrong, there should be fuses. This is when things can start to go wrong. So charging done. Recharge both batteries so they will be in the best condition they can be. Probably should get like a same type of bolt, so I don't have to use this one, so I can use the other side here. But this will do for now. Then negative on the other battery, let's see. So. I feel like this is a bit of a scary moment. Car will be connected. Positive here goes to positive there. Earth there. That's connected. Fuse. That negative is here. And Wish me luck. Boom, 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 boom. I don't know why, but I think this is scary every time. Car is coming back alive, I can hear it. Like so. Signal wire back here. Cobra, cobra, cobra. Testing. Both. I made it work. It only took 7 years. Okay.
Cool.
Let's go to bed. Oh, it's almost 11. Yeah. Let's go to bed.
Very tired.
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
Yes. Love you.
Love you.
See you in 2 minutes. I made work. It actually worked. I need to see how it looks. Number 2, spread. Oh, yep, they are working. And spots probably are straight in the lens. They are working. Nice. Spread. Working. Cool. Oh. Love it. Oh. So they are working. Now for a test drive tomorrow. So, good morning, early morning Norway, and yeah, already started to get bright out, so yeah, need to get this car out so I can use my lights. But now, Easter vacation up north, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be a good drive. And it starts. Buttons illuminating. Let's see. Okay, so starting up out today, yeah, we got light straight away with the sun. So basically haven't tested the lights yet. So I think later tonight I will head out for a drive, and then we can find a road and test out the lights properly. But super nice drive going up to Easter, and yeah, I just want to thank you so much for watching this video. It's been a long one, and I need to come back so we can fix the pin thing, so we can use the original auxiliary light switch. So yeah, thank you. Check out Patreon, and I'll see you in the next one. So heading out, finally gonna test the lights. So yeah, starting to get really dark, and hopefully it's gonna just be pitch black when we get out of this area and when we drive a bit. So yeah, it's gonna be fun. Looking forward to testing out the lights after so long time, and yeah, hopefully it's not way off. So let's get to it. Standard lights. High beam on the car. Then we have the roof mounted driving lights, which is way low, which I need to adjust. Then we have the corner lights. That's it. Which is very bright, very near. So So adjust one side, then the other. See that the first side is just too low still, so we're doing the left side, and yeah, I think we're getting closer. The driving lights look pretty good. I'm just gonna adjust the corner lights as well, just to I think we're gonna raise them to get less light really up close, because it's kind of bright. Okay, so driving out on a road that has been, oh, I saw there. Typical road, Sweden, now in the spring. It's tarmac road, cleared. It's a bit low on the snow edges here. It's usually a bit higher, but you understand. So high beams on the roof. A bit of glare on the front here. That's it. Corner lights. Main beams on Discovery. So you can see the high beams will push through further far away. Maybe want them to be a bit higher still. Okay, early morning in Sweden. We are about to set home, and as you can see, it's so bright. No need for extra lights, but yeah, it's gonna be a good drive. Driving back home. It's 460 kilometers, so a good drive. And yeah, hopefully it's gonna be just easy going. Starting early, so no traffic, and it's around 1 degree, so I'm expecting just clear asphalt all the way. So yeah, Disco doing this for the what, 12th Easter, 13th, 12th? No, 12th Easter. So gotta love the Disco. Okay, so another 1100 kilometers done during Easter. Back home Saturday to Saturday, so nice drive. Disco doing good as always. Time, but now it's definitely time that I need to do something with it. Haven't looked at the steering yet. Haven't checked out haven't done anything to the rust, so need to do that. But it's springtime, and I really want to get working on the series. Basically just change out the coolant and fix the brakes, that one brake cylinder, and then it will be drivable. So sun up, roof off, yeah, we will see. But thank you for watching this video, and you will see more lights and switches when I'm done with that. And then I'm just gonna call it here for this video. It's been so long, and it's about time that I get this out. Okay, thank you. See ya.